Hey, hello everyone, and welcome to our monthly GEG Utah Meetup. We are now in January, so Happy New Year. We're really excited today. Julie is going to be sharing some information with us about Imagen 3 and Whisk. Both are new tools to me, so I'm really excited to learn more about them. Let's go ahead and get started with our announcements. Welcome, we're so glad you're here. Yay. Okay, here are the announcements.
Okay, so a couple announcements of some different events that are coming up. As you know, here at GEG Utah, we love ed camps. We really believe in the spirit of ed camps, and so there are a couple coming up that we wanted to make you aware of. On Saturday, February 8th, go ahead and mark your calendars. There's a couple different opportunities. Ed Camp Youth Made is an online kind of unconference conference if you're unfamiliar with ed camps. Youth Made sounds really interesting. You have a chance to showcase different projects related to art and creativity that your students have made or ways you've implemented creativity in the classroom. So that one sounds really interesting. It is virtual, so you'll want to make sure you register if needed. We also have Ed Camp St. George happening on the same day. So if you would like to take a little adventure, we would love to see you there. And last but certainly not least, we have USET coming up on February 25th and February 26th. So we will be presenting there, and we're excited to share what we'll be doing at that event. And we hope to see you there too. All right, now I'm going to pass things off to Ian to talk to you a little bit about our demo slam.
Yeah, one of the presentations that we do every year at USET is our GEG Utah Demo Slam. So we bring together all kinds of different Google certified educators, and we do a quick little slam demonstrating something related to the Google tools. And so right now we are still looking for a few more people. So if you are interested in participating with that, you can reach out to us or check your GEG email list. There have been several emails sent already, but feel free to reach out if you missed those by chance. And we look forward to having another great demo slam this year.
I just want to add one thing, which is the reason why Ian's picture is on here is because he was the winner last year. So he's the one to beat this year. He's got that trophy, and we're ready to take it from him.
We'll see. We'll see.
All right, thanks so much, Ian. And now we're going to highlight some USET sessions. Speaking of this event, so we each have a couple sessions to highlight. So Kelly, we'll go ahead and start with you. And then if you'll also share what Deanna is going to be doing, that would be great.
Yeah, so like Ian mentioned, I'm going to help host the Google Demo Slam. Excited for that. Some other sessions that I'm doing a virtual session with Lucid and collaborating with Whiteboard, so that'll be fun. And then our team here will be doing adding in AI for accessibility with Google tools, and we're really excited about that one. Just some new features that Google has with AI, particularly Gemini, Notebook LM, and then some other ways that you can use Google Chrome with your students who might have disabilities or be ML students. I'm also really excited about USET through the eras. So this year is the 45th year of USET. It was founded in 1980 as Mike Bailey's master's project. So it's grown so much since then. And so I've asked a bunch of former USET presidents to come, and we'll have a panel and we'll talk about what USET was like during their era and the ed tech trends of that era and just a little bit of history. So I'm excited for that. And then the very last one, going along with my eras theme, robot eras. So just talking about how you can use robotics, especially with little younger students for kindergarten through 6th grade. So those are just some things that I'm looking forward to. I can speak for Deanna real quick too. I know I've talked to her about her sessions. She's got some really awesome Nearpod sessions and then School AI. So I know if you're interested in learning more about those two, Deanna is an amazing presenter.
That's me. Okay, I'm going to be help supporting with the Google Demo Slam. I'm also going to be joining that session and trying to steal the trophy from Ian. So that'll be fun. And then I'm also going to help support with AI for accessibility with Google Tools with some other members of the GEG team. And then I'll be doing a poster session on Magic Moments in Ogden School District, which is just highlighting some of the different ways that teachers and coaches have been using Magic School AI in our district, both to help boost their own productivity and save time, but also using ways that they've used Magic School with their students as well in the classroom.
Awesome.
So come see me.
All of these sessions sound so great. I'm so excited. So I will also be presenting at USET too, just like everyone said. I will also be at the Demo Slam. I don't know if I'm gonna take the trophy, but I'm sure gonna try my best. I'm also going to be presenting with Cache County School District for a couple sessions. So we'll be talking about student-facing AI tools and how to create better, more authentic prompts when you're talking with various AI tools. I believe I'll also be helping with the AI accessibility tools with the GEG team. So I'm really excited to see you guys there. All right, okay, now we get to move into more fun stuff. So it's a new year, so I thought we would highlight some new tools or new things happening with Google this year. So there are 2 image generating tools that we're going to talk about today. And then we have a brief challenge that our team is going to engage in. And I'm so excited to see what you guys come up with. So as you all know, having really specific prompts can really help extend student learning. And so since I'm still in the classroom, I thought a lot about how I can use image generation to help my students. So I played around with, I'm going to say Imagen 3 with inside of Google Gemini. And there's been a couple updates as of the beginning of the new year. So Imagen 3 has been upgraded so any Gemini user can now access this tool. Even if you are in a similar district to me, where you're on the Google Fundamentals plan for education, you can still access this tool. And it's really, really neat. You can create really vivid prompts, you can get very specific, and it creates these beautiful images that you can use. So I've created 2, and I actually dropped in the prompts so you could see what I was looking for. In one of my classes, we were reading Fahrenheit 451, and my students got really, really into the idea of censorship and how it was kind of tearing apart this community. So we created AI-generated monsters, and I wanted to give them a few examples of what this could look like. So I have a monster that is censorship right here. And then in another class, we were reading war stories. So I included an image of a field with some soldiers. So those are that just speaks to how beautiful this tool is. And so I'll show you really quickly what that looks like. You can access this tool inside of Gemini. You can also try it on Vertex AI, but I've just used this inside of Gemini. And so, for example, I could say, create, let's see, a photograph of a very excited, let's see, maybe we say like classroom of teachers. And maybe I can get even more specific here. And maybe I say like cheering, they're cheering for something. So we'll see how it does. I told it to create kind of a photorealistic piece. I could change this. I could say create a painting or create a crochet style image. And so one thing you might see too, especially if you're looking at people, you might run into some issues here, but that's okay. You can always reprompt and try new things. So maybe I say, create an image of a puppy. Let's see, chasing a ball across a lawn. And maybe I say, make this cartoon style. And let's see what it gives us. And so it will take your prompts and it will create an image. And it's kind of nice. Gemini is great because it will save all of the input that you give. So if you need to go back and reference something later on, you can see it. So I've got this cute little puppy. He's chasing a tennis ball, and it's just adorable. So it's a lot of fun to play around with this tool. So that is our first one. And then I also wanted to highlight another image generation tool, which is so fun, which is Whisk. This is
Julie.
Yeah.
Can I add something really quick? I'm so sorry to interrupt. If you will go back. Yeah. Okay. So this is something I've been having a lot of fun with too, the Imagen. So I have been using it just to do like bedtime stories for my kids at night. And then we'll talk to Gemini, and then we'll say like, give us a story and then give us a picture. And it comes up with some really fun pictures right in Gemini. So you can like voice prompt it as well. Or like the other day I was asking it it was like how to make tapioca because we were eating boba, which I hate, by the way. And so I was like, show us how to like how they make boba, or like what plant it comes from, like the cassava roots. And Gemini just made a picture right then and there for us and showed us. So it's pretty cool to use that. So I'm glad that you shared that.
Awesome. And I love that you brought up that there is that speech to text component. It's so nice. I would say, yeah, that's one of the best ways to use it. So I love that you shared some real world applications of how to use it at home. And man, now I need to learn more about how to make boba too.
Like, for example, like we made a giraffe and an okapi drinking a Coke. So that's a product of Gemini right there.
Awesome. Another tool that I know we're all excited about, so I'm glad that you're sharing some of your ideas too, Kelly, is Whisk. Whisk is so fun. It's a Google experiment tool, and think of it like a mashup. You can take various images, mash them together, and you can also choose a style. So up here is an example of what the Whisk experiment page looks like. They have pictures that you can add in that are already there inside of the tool, or you can add images of your own, and you can give it a style and it'll create it for you. So I used one of their plush style images, and I added in an image of one of my favorite musicians, Beck, and said, make this a plushie. And now I just really want this plushie, and I wish it existed. I also use this tool to create, our high school mascot is the Bobcats. And one thing we're known for, if you've ever been up to Smithfield, is we have this big hill with an SV on it. So I had it create a little cartoon bobcat hanging out on the SV hill. And it was just so fun. So Whisk, this is what your tool looks like. You can drag and drop. You can change your styles. Or you can just start from scratch, and it will think through and let you mash up and create. The other thing that I think is really neat about this is you can use this little kind of like die roll, and it will give you a few different images. You can give it specific backgrounds, styles, and different components that you want to see in your image. And it does a really great job of allowing you to refine that prompt and make it into something really special. So again, I included a little link here so you guys can see what that looks like. And that brings us to our challenge. So this is getting us ready for the demo slam. Let's be real. We are going to complete a short challenge. And so my challengers, my team, I want you to choose a topic that you're going to be teaching soon, or from a subject that you previously taught. Create a series of images, and you can use either of these tools that we mentioned. And we're going to be ready to share. And have some fun with it. Be ready to tell us how you would implement this in a classroom or with a group of teachers or administrators or whoever you might be working with. And then I have some demo slides that you guys can drop your images into. So we are going to go ahead and take about 5 minutes, and then we'll come back and see what we've got. So on your mark, get set. Here we go. All right, welcome back, everyone. Now that you have had a chance to create a little bit, our challengers are going to present what they have made. So we will begin first with Eliza. Eliza, take it away.
Yay. Okay. So I teach online environmental science for our high school kids, and coming up is a unit on biomes. So I thought I'd take the opportunity to create some images, and I just had so much fun with this. So obviously my topic was biomes. And then, so in Whisk, you have the option to input a subject, a scene, and a style. So for the subject, I chose an animal. And then for the scene, I chose the biome that you would expect to find that animal in. And then for the style, I tried to use different types of art genres. I am not an art person and I don't know a lot about art. So I just kind of went with the main ones that I knew. So I started with Van Gogh, and that gave me the little scorpion in the desert at the bottom. Surrealism gave me the sloth in the rainforest. And then I originally did Cubism for the bison, and that was actually really cool. But the little rolly dice feature gave me a suggestion to do this kind of like Japanese style art that I thought was really pretty. So I ended up going with that instead. That was nice. I like that they have that feature for those of us that are a little bit less creative than others. It's nice to have the dice rolling option just to kind of play around with it and see what other ways you can adapt the picture.
Okay,
Awesome.
I have a joke about that. Sorry to interrupt. What did the mommy buffalo say to the baby buffalo?
Bye, son.
So cute, so cute.
That felt really scripted, but it wasn't.
It's like a Laffy Taffy joke.
Laffy Taffy jokes are the best. Awesome. I love that you incorporated like various art styles too. So you are learning about biomes, but they also get exposure to different types of art. I think that's so cool.
Yeah, and I thought it would be really cool to use this with my students or something similar to it, and have them like put an animal in the wrong biome, but then like make it, like a penguin like in the desert, and he's got like swim trunks on, or just like something silly to kind of mix and match. I thought that'd be really cute.
I wonder if you could like use a made up animal or something too. I'm picturing, I think probably some of you have seen I think it's the North Pacific tree octopus article, and they have to kind of prove why it's fake or something like that. That could be kind of fun too.
Yeah, that could be tons of fun. Or like even create a different habitat, or there's all sorts of fun ways you could do lessons with this.
That is so cool. Awesome. All right. Okay. And now it looks like we're heading to a whole new planet with Ian. I'm excited for you to guide us to this new place.
Yeah. So I just put in, I used Imagen within Gemini. And so I put in the prompt of, I'm teaching about the landscape of Mars. And then I asked it to generate 3 images for me that were hopefully accurate. I did find that it didn't create all 3. It only created 1, even though I told it to create 3. And so I had to just go in and say, all right, that's great. Give me another one. And so I kept doing that. And then I did sneak in on the last one there, the little green alien. It took me a few tries to get it small enough that it was, subtle and hidden. But I finally got it to kind of peek out from behind the rock there. And I thought I did a pretty good job of tackling the landscape. I'm not sure that Mars is quite that sandy, but I think there's potential for that. So
definitely. That's way cool. And I love that you, like you said, you reprompted a little bit to get what you want. And then now you have this cute little hidden alien. That's such a fun feature.
Ian,
I never would have noticed that if you. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no. Oh, I was just going to say, I'm curious as to what your prompt was, Ian, to get the little alien like hidden and peeking out.
Ooh,
you still have it?
Yeah, I do. Let me scroll up. So my next prompt was create one more, but on this one, add a little green alien on the Martian landscape. Make it almost hidden though, and small so that the alien is barely noticeable. And then it put it rather large, front and center, right in the middle of my picture. So I scrapped that one and then said, that's very close. However, can you make the alien smaller and slightly hidden behind a rock? and then it gave me this one. So.
I liked how you validated the AI. You're like, you're on the right track.
You've got to be nice to AI. You never know what the future
Yeah,
holds.
absolutely.
It's true. I was just going to say, I would not have noticed it if you hadn't pointed it out. So I guess AI did its job.
It did. Well done, Gemini and Imagen.
Awesome. All right. And Kelly, all right. It looks like we've got a few. It looks like we're expanding on an image. So tell us about this.
Yeah. So I always think from like an elementary school teacher lens, and I think, how fun would this be for storytelling? So I just took this picture of me holding a cactus that I love. That's my favorite. I almost said animal. My favorite plant is a cactus. And then I went to Whisk and I did all 3 different styles. So I did the plushie, and then I typed, give me a cactus farm, like Arizona desert background. So it just like literally picked up that image and then put it in the background. And then I did a pin of me, and then I did the sticker of me. And what I really like is like it kept everything so true to the image. Like my earrings match well. My striped black and white shirt matches, my hair, like all of it, my freckles, like it stayed consistent throughout. So that was kind of fun. So I think like I would probably have this, like maybe have students take a picture of themselves on their Chromebook or a picture maybe that they already have. And then I would have them put it in and like write about maybe a fun vacation or an experience or like different ways of storytelling. So that's kind of where my mind went.
That is so cool. And I love that, yeah, like you said, your scope was storytelling. And this is such a great way to let students explore different genres of storytelling or different ways that they want to approach it. That's so fun. I love it. And it did do a great job. It's very true to the picture, like you said.
One thing that we did notice.
Oh, sorry.
We were playing with it. Oh, sorry. We were playing with it in our office, and we're like, even like an Apple Watch, that if it's on your hand in the picture, it'll be on the same hand, like in the same spot, same look and feel. So like I said, even my earrings, like down to those details, were perfect.
Yeah, that's a really good point. And it sounds like a fun one to kind of like test out. I'm going to have to try that too. All right. Okay. Well, those are just 3 examples of how you could play around with some of these tools. There's so many other things that you can do with them. And so I wanted to leave some resources available for anyone who wants. If you're just starting to dabble with image generation inside of Google Tools, I have some resources for you. There's a page to help with Whisk, as well as Imagen 3. And then I also have a link to the keyword, which has tons and tons of updates. As always, there's lots of good information there. And feel free to reach out to us as well. If you want to share something awesome that you've created, we would love to see it. And until next time, until USET, I believe, we will see you hopefully in person in February.
Okay, thanks everyone for joining. Bye.
Thanks. Bye.
Thanks.